talk about what happened, how it happened, yada yada yada. Let's make some armchair dev suggestions that nobody asked for, but we're gonna say anyway because we're already here. And if you're watching at this point of the video, holy shit, thank you. Tell us what you want the contest to be. Grow the contest with the player base and tune it for worlds first, not for contest mode weekend. Turn up the boss health, adjust contest deltas, and make sure the final stand isn't a full 30 seconds like Netherlands. Ensure that the encounters are made for 6 players so people aren't doing solos of encounters on a contest. Bring that World of Warcraft factor to day 1 racing, where people can maybe get yoinked for a quick second if the boss is getting pulverized. And bring bosses that pack more of a punch. These changes would bring the fear of non-boss enemies, mini-bosses even, back to life. Like the Tormentors on Encounter 1, feeling like the Ogres in Crown of Sorrow Day 1. It would ensure a variety of builds would be used, not just Starfire and Rockets. It would not make people make these comparisons, and it would give credibility to the God of Pain being a true god, killing the idea of ludonarrative dissonance in your game. Ultimately, I'm left thinking this raid was made under short development turnover time versus what Vow was made with. But we can't tell until the next big raid comes out. So I'm hoping for a larger raid and with more puzzles and a lot of tuning. All right, cool. No fighting in the comments. I love you all. We can talk about this on my Twitch at EvanF1997. Make sure you subscribe and have a good day. Whether we wanted it or not, in early 2023, Destiny 2 found itself on the main stage in a way we hadn't seen since the launch back in 2017. After releasing its latest expansion, Lightfall, the game broke concurrent player records. Pre-orders were at an all-time high, and it even reached the #1 category on Twitch during Lightfall's entry into one of gaming's most exciting calendar events, a race to world's first in a new Destiny raid. In an expansion that infamously raised more questions than answers, Lightfall's brand new raid, Root of Nightmares, Ron, only added to those questions. Who would rise to Destiny's greatest challenge? Just how difficult would the bosses and mechanics be? Would Bungie's servers handle the pressure? And after all was said and done, who would victoriously wear the world's first raid belt? With the stakes high, emotions higher, and challenge a true pinnacle, there's only one way to find out.
I've been right. Just right on me.
Let's stay on all 3. Oh, damage.
What do you want? I want a job, but I don't. I want to do something that matters. I don't know if that thing is. I feel like I want someone to tell me exactly what to do. I want to stop feeling like if I take one more step, I'm just going to either fall into a pit.
I mean, what do you want to eat?
Oh, pad thai.
Yeah, so 2 orders of pad thai. Yep, that's everything.
Unforgettable stories on Crunchyroll. Don't miss the return of anime classics, as well as anticipated new series. Watch every supercharged second on Crunchyroll.
Root of Nightmares was the second installment of Raid Zone, this time with CB Gray casting with me. This year we set out for a crazier day 1 experience. and over 36,000 of you showed up to watch this race unfold on my Twitch stream at EvanF1997 and on CB's YouTube at CBGray. Raid Zone wasn't possible without the help of you guys. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'd also like to say thank you to GamerSubs for giving away a ton of free samples and helping out on the back end with a lot of stuff happening. You guys can get some GamerSubs to stay alert while raiding and playing other games, and just your daily replacement to coffee and other high to low energy drinks. Just get rid of that stuff, start using GamerSubs. And you can use code Evan with the link down below. Thank you everyone for making day one feel even more special. Root of Nightmares needed some designs that fit the proper horrific beauty of this raid. Nezarec, God of Pain, inspired merch by the wonderful Nomi-san is out now in hoodies, crewnecks, t-shirts, and prints. Links down below, and please check out Nogi's stuff in general. Her artwork is amazing, and she's worked with companies like Armani for the Olympics, Rainbow Six for tournaments, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, FromSoft's VaatiVidya, and I'm lucky enough that she keeps working with me. Her stuff, just like the merch, is down below. Going into the day one raid, Bungie made one thing clear to racers. You will have to adapt. What do I mean by that? Well, with all the new builds, the new loadout system, and the year of power creep before, raiders would roll up to this raid and smoke it if some of the more powerful, even buggy builds were allowed. What am I talking about? Well, have a look at some of these.
Easy to get, and yeah, with that, this thing is doing a lot of damage. The DPS is 176,000.
You have the Grand Overture Exotic Catalyst activated, and you pair that together with wielding any weapon that has either explosive payload or timed payload. Boom. Anytime you shoot an enemy with that payload weapon, even if it's a primary, they will get blinded.
I get yellow bar and isn't close to red bar. If I shoot a red bar, as you can see, it does like 75,000.
These exotics paired with exotic armor and a need to reset the cache to not cause any bugs was Bungie basically saying, yeah, we know we broke a lot, but like, hey, it's a day one raid, so deal with them going away. For day one racers, this is pretty standard business, but I also want to talk about the impact that some builds had going into this one. Last year it was all about linear fusion rifles, Quantumite for more damage, Well of Tenacity for protection, and Protective Light for more resist as well. During the seasons of the Witch Queen, Bungie made Resilience the be-all, end-all must-have stat, and buffed it to do at a base level 40% damage resist at all times, freeing up an incredible amount of power going into the raid. Bungie took it down a notch, but it was still the must-have. Along with more general resist and other mods, it was safe to